another day. We're going to talk about Mother's Day today and some really cool things at the same time. So a few things. I'm going to do, I guess, housekeeping things first. We have 3, 4, 5 items that are signed today. So we'll talk about those, and this is a last-minute add-on that we're doing where they're signed. And Rose didn't ask me, she told me to be sure to include at the beginning the retailers on the marketplace who are participating that have the signed pieces. And that is, in no particular order, Fairy Tales and Gifts in Texas, in Canton, Texas actually. Wreaths of Joy in Pennsylvania, Volant, Pennsylvania, okay, Wreaths of Joy. Holiday House in Montrose, California, that's in the southern part of California. And in the northern part of California, Bacchus House, which is a great restaurant up in Folsom that is like a restaurant / Mark Roberts over-the-top, really cool place. So check out the food, check out the product at the same time there. So each of those places will have some of these pieces that are signed, and it should say so on the marketplace when you go there. So that's going to be for today through, I believe, the weekend, or till they run out, one of the two. So if you like it, want them, and you want them signed, get them while you can. So, okay, let's talk first about what we always do is a Mother's Day fairy, and I always call it like You're the Best or something like that. You're the greatest, and we call it the very best this time. Okay, so there's always an adaptation of that. The medium size in this is signed. The small one is not, but the medium is. Oh, I see Brian even put that up there. Cool, thank you. Helps me remind of that. So what's wonderful about this, and there are 2 versions of this. There is our, I'll call it Caucasian one, and an African American one. So those will both be available on the marketplace. Brian's popping them up as fast as I say them. And both medium sizes will be signed. Know that there's not a lot of them available. You know we've had a quick run through on stuff this year. So if you do want one signed, grab it today. If they're still available through the weekend, they will be. And we'll be good. And I told you the stores, right? Rose heard it. Okay. The very best fairy. I love this guy, and I'll tell you why. I can remember seeing a combination display of greens and blues. This is a long time ago, and loved that combination. And so that kind of was a little bit of a inspiration for these. John, can we look at the medium one? It'd be easier to see the colors going on it, because he's got lots of different blues, which you know I love blue, but blue's a great fashion color at the same time. But I really want to talk about are the greens in this, because there are some great, great green colors. And John, if we are able to look, actually if we just start at the bottom at his shoes, and we see this nice sparkly green, I'll call it sparkling sage is what I'm going to call it. Just nice sparkling green going on in his shoes. It's really, really pretty. And you know, the lights are so bright. This hit his knee, his legs are a sage and cream, and I'm not sure that our camera can get that as close as pretty as that color is, because there's a lot of contrast to it, but it's still a subtle contrast. It's not real sharp, but I love that check of the sage and cream on him, and then it just kind of goes up, and he's got like I'm going to call it a caramel coffee on his pants, because it's really very creamy, but it's a light brown, and it's got gold threads going through it, which is really, really pretty. Then just looking at all the detail. All this gorgeous detail going on here. The beads, the bugle beads, all the millinery, the flowers. I mean, this guy is just really over the top, wonderful, and really spectacular is this sign that Angelo does the text for the signs, and I'm pretty sure Jong did the medallion or emblem with the jewels on there, added to it. But really magical piece. Love this guy. He's just got great, great colors. He's got this really terrific velvet with the silver threads going through the side for the stripes. This is a great piece. And while it is, for us, we call it specific for Mother's Day, it makes a great gift. If you've got a great friend, you're the best. So a lot of us don't have our mothers anymore, so we remember them, of course, but we also have great friends. So this doubles as a gift for a great friend. Husbands, are you paying attention? Gifts for great wives. Wives, are you paying attention? Gifts for great husbands. It works both ways, doesn't it? So anyways, great pieces, 2 sizes. There's a small and a medium. The medium one is signed. John, can we look at the African American over here? He's flying on the lampshade by the bird cages and everything. But gorgeous piece either way. I'm not sure how close you can get to it, but great, great piece. I love how he's flying up there. That's a Renee pose where he's really kind of coming in for the swooping in on it and just looking pretty magical like that. So great piece, the very best fairy, 2 sizes. The medium one is signed. Did I say that? I sure did. And so, you know, another thing that I want to talk to you about is, if you'll notice, you did notice, I'm sure, if you watched the previous show, John, can you back up just a tad more to see the, I guess some people called it the maypole that we used on the last show. So I asked John actually to not rotate it today because I had too much going on for me. But this is the same rotating piece, exact same that we had back here a couple weeks ago, and we just took the gold ribbons off. We left the gold ribbons on the top, but took them off. I like to show you how we can reuse and continue to and repurpose and make them look different at the same time, because you know, you invest in the flowers, the pedestal, whatever you're getting, you want to get your value out of that and you want to use it. And so change, and it's fun to change, it's fun to decorate, so it was fun to just reuse it in a different way, repurpose it, and this could be spinning around, but I chose not to. So, but I wanted to point out that we are doing, you know, we're reusing certain things as we have done in previous shows. We try to reuse things wherever we can. Okay, I'm going to show you a very sweet cat, and I'm going to go over here. So I went to the Albertsons by my house last night and found these cupcakes. John, can you get in close on these? These are real cupcakes. We actually can't wait to eat them, to be honest. But they are roses. So anyways, I'm advertising for Albertsons right now. But they are roses. Look at how sweet that is. I mean, they're really detailed. Whoever was in the bake shop that did this, they did a great job. This is like spectacular. So there's more of these. But the whole point is, if you're, I'm going to move this guy out of the way. He's hungry, I know. But the whole point is now we can see the cat backed up. What a great way to display, if you've got people coming over, hors d'oeuvres, treats, or whatever, is to, you know, put them on these trays. These trays are designed to hold lots of product or lots of weight, lots of, you can put food on it, of course. For sure, we're going to enjoy looking at it, and for sure, we're going to enjoy eating them later. So that's the fun part of it. There's 4 more of them. You'll get to see in a little bit. But this server cat, first of all, he's signed. So this is another piece that's going to be signed. He'll be signed on the base. And great, great piece. He has got a lot going on. He's got great colors, great detail. He's functional. He's really classy. And I mean, wow, a lot of great detail. This is great. I'm going to show you his hat and turn his head so you can see it. And I'm tilting it. So you've got these turquoise feathers going on, this deeper turquoise jewel going on here. There's some great lace that we've trimmed. Actually, we've cut it in half and put along the hat. And then there's this chocolate velvet with the gold. I mean, this is a great piece. It's a great combination of materials, fabrics. This cat, as we get in close, John, can we see the eyelashes on this cat? This little cat has the greatest and cutest little eyelashes going on here. They're not even little, they're kind of big. So I'm going to say she's making eyes at us. Could be a he. Who knows? It's a kitty cat. So if you love the cats, love the great nose, this is a great detail on this. Lots of great colors going on here. Of course, I love the black and white. It's real classy. There's not a lot of it going on. There's in the bow tie and in the pants. But lots of, this is over-the-top detail on this guy that is just exquisite. Even, talk about over-the-top detail, even here at his wrist, this is a 1/4 of an inch. There is just a tiny amount of the black and white stripe there. That small amount of detail with some gold ruffle, then some green sequins, and then some chocolate lace, chocolate-like lace or caramel lace. So there's 1, 2, 3, there's 4 different layers there. And that's what I mean by over-the-top details. We're not skimping and we're not missing out on some of this stuff. It's really, as you look at it, just as when I do, I'm kind of like amazed and go, wow, look at the detail when you start to see all this stuff. It's like, wow. So very, very cool piece. Great, great piece. A lot going on. John, I'm afraid I'm going to knock these cupcakes over. Let's go down low and look down below, too. because he's got these great black and white striped pants. Very cool here, the details on his boots. This cupcake falls off. I'm going to eat it right now on the spot. Great detail on the boots. There's golds, different laces, pink ribbons, some of the same trims that are up on his wrist that are also down at his feet. This guy is great, great detail. And I'm going to also spin him around. You can leave it right where you're at, John. You're going to be good. Because I want you to see his tail. Big, fluffy, furry tail. This is not like a small tail. This is gorgeous tail. Really soft fur movement. And you've got this same, look at the fabric going on here on his coat. I mean, this is just multi-layered. This is just, again, it's exquisite. There's lots of layers. It's really done nicely. This is coutoured beautifully. And this little chocolate color here is going to tie in with his hat that I know John's going to show us his hat in a second. There it is. So you can see that the colors, the fabrics continue and they tie together there. And that's all by design. It's not, it doesn't just happen. Sometimes we struggle with it, but we get it, we make it work. Great, great server cat. This guy's going to be signed. You will not get these great cupcakes, but we'll be happy to eat them, and we'll tell you about them next time, how good they were. But I suspect they're very good. I suspect they're excellent. So we're going to continue. We're going to have a not as long of a show as we normally do because, and I literally grabbed this from John's desk. I said, because we're working on new details, things as we speak right now. So we are working on Easter, spring 2023. So right now this is R6, which is rabbit number 6, and he's going to have a banner. That's all I'm going to tell you about him, but isn't it cool? It's just fun to pull this stuff together and put the notes together going on it. And Zhang is so detailed and so organized about it. He's got everything just listed, all the item numbers there, and all the different parts. And this is like, these are 2 pages of about 20 for a detail on a cat. So this is going back downstairs. We're going to move this table aside, and we're going to then move to some other stuff. So, stuff, as I like to say. All right, we're good. So then we're going to go over to the side over here, and we are going to talk about more cats. In fact, the Queen Mother cat. That table's moving slowly. The other table. Queen Mother cat, again, she is signed. Wow, talk about over the top and fabulous. I mean, this is spectacular. She's, nearly 2 feet tall. Wow, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous details. When we get a chance, in fact, I'm going to come around, John, on the other side and stop the rotator so that we can look at this. You can stay where you are, but I'm going to stop the rotator wherever, as soon as I find it. Okay, perfect. And then, let me come back. Should have figured that out beforehand. Okay, fabulous pink fur going on her. She is the Queen Mother. She's got her crown up here, so she is the queen. Great detail going on. The fabric is wonderful, and I'm going to just cheat right now and jump ahead. We're going to show you some butterflies and talk about the butterflies and how fun these things are. But same fabric in her crown as is this butterfly with the jewels going on. So you're going to see where you can coordinate things nicely. That makes you look good. When you're coordinating certain things and people start to notice those things, it really makes you look good when you have people come over and they kind of see what a savvy decor artist you are. So hopefully we can help you with those things. All right. Queen Mother cat, lots and lots and lots of details going on. And really lots of great color. You've got turquoise, you've got pink, blues going on. I mean, she is like really over the top. She's layered with, John, are we able to see these layers? I think we are, yeah. Okay, so we've got her coat, which is a turquoise with velvet going on, fur, and all sorts of jewels going on, and some more embellishments going on. Wait till you see the back of it. I'm going to show you in a second also. this gorgeous lined chinoiserie style fabric in this green, which is gorgeous. Greens and oranges, actually. And then you've got this lace. It's like it's a sheer. It's a sparkling sheer with all these different layers. I mean, this is just like wonderful. Then we have a lace. And that lace has underneath it a pink sparkling fabric. So then she's got bloomers under there. She's got good old-fashioned Victorian bloomers under there. But we've even added some flower power jeweled flowers to her underdress. So really, really magical. And then I'm going to just cut in front of the camera for a sec because I want to show you what is behind here. I guess I'm going to do it from this side. Just couldn't get it from that side. And that is lift. Wow, let's just, while we're here first, look at the detail on her shoulder. How close can we get, John? I don't have my glasses on, so goodness I can see. And I'm going to turn her head because you can see the same trim detail on the here and here. There's lots of great detail on this. If you get this piece, this is exquisite. There's a lot to see on here. So much detail. This is what I wanted to show you, was behind here. Look at this purling that comes behind here. You've got, first of all, you've got this butterfly jewel like going on here, and then all this purling, which is just like, wow, magnificent. It's a bow, but off to the side of it and behind it is that elegant purling. So as I've often said, we don't skimp with these. We know that they're expensive. We know that they're collector pieces and they're very limited. We don't make a lot of any of them. They're very detailed and they're just special pieces. So enjoy them, enjoy the magic of them. And I say that because when I see them, each time I see them, often I'm like in awe myself of, oh my God, look how cool that is. I did not even remember that. So there's so much detail that goes on. She's got this train coming off of her hat. There's so much detail that goes on these. Just exquisite pieces. So the Queen Mother cat, great gift for Mother's Day. If you're the Queen Mother, it's a great gift for you. My gift to you is that I'm going to sign her, and just a magnificent piece. So I can't say enough about her. Okay, and one last favorite piece. John, I have to ask you to zoom in on her face again, because clearly if you're of royalty, you have these gorgeous chains, pearl and gold chains to hold your glasses. The rest of us wear them in our hair. They put the glasses in our hair. But she looks pretty formal and pretty exquisite and pretty important wearing those glasses like that. So really, really cool piece. Love her very, very much. Wow, she's just a great piece. I could go on forever because I love her. So, all right, I'm going to cut in front of the camera again. And I think, speaking about love, yeah, cool. We're going to talk about the love piece. So this piece is originally a Valentine's piece. We decided to put it in here because love is, first of all, it goes year-round. It should go year-round. It goes beautifully with it. We've got the rich, really fuchsia pinks going on here, but it kind of picks up on this here. And you know, all you need is love. It's a great piece to have. It's a great piece to have great for a gift. And it does not have to be just for Valentine's Day. So we decided, let's bring it out. Let's put it out here. And I don't think we showed this earlier, so it may be actually new to a lot of people. So, and actually, yeah, this is actually signed also. So I guess I'm going to be signing it on the very bottom. I'm trying to kind of look and see. I will figure out where I'm going to sign it. I don't know that answer right now, but I will figure that out. We're pretty good at figuring things out around here. So this guy is about, it says 33.5 inches. So yeah, it's just under 3 feet tall. But great, great piece. Love the colors, love the details on it. Some other things that we're showing, they're just out here. These are for Christmas this year. So the pink pheasants, peacocks, they're just out here because they look pretty. And we wanted them from the showroom. So, okay, so the Love Tower, I guess I'll call that the Love Tower. That's a signed piece, as is the Queen Mother cat. So a few things that are not going to be signed, but I'm going to show you, and you'll know why, are these great little butterflies. And so I'm going to show you 2 of them right now, which is this, I guess I'm just going to call it Okay, great. We call it red, but it's actually pink. Don't ever ask me where these things come from. I don't always know. Okay, the red butterfly, which is really a pink butterfly. And yeah, we call it red. And the other butterfly, what do we call this one? Purple? Green? Orange? Come on, Brian, I'm waiting for you to put it on the screen. Blue. Okay, we got that close enough because it's like a periwinkle blue. So we did get it close enough, and it's got the turquoise jewels going on it. But the butterflies are great little sit-arounds, I say. So they're coming mostly, some of the stores on the marketplace may sell them for less than a dozen pieces, but we put it at the generally what they would typically ship them at, which is 12 pieces. So if it's like the blue one here, it's going to be all 12 of this one, or the red one, which is really the pink one, 12 pieces. You know what? You'll find you can place them in lots of places. If you start to notice how we've got things going on here, you'll see that we've placed quite a few of them already. So they make great little additions. This pink one for me, I know it says red, but I would call it pink. I put this one in her hand rather than the green one because there's just too much of the same color. I'll put this somewhere else or land it by her feet. But I'm just going to leave this one here on her hand when we're done with this. See if I get it right. Sometimes I do. Voila. So we've got one butterfly there, another one sitting around. I've seen on Facebook a lot of you posting pictures of what you're doing with these different butterflies and dragonflies. So you've been getting them, at least some people have been getting them. But I like seeing the different ways you're using them. It just kind of gives me some inspiration, and it also gives me some satisfaction knowing that you're having fun doing it and enjoying the decorating stuff that we all seem to like to do. So anyways, I love seeing them, and sometimes I click like or comment or something. I try not to. I'm pretty much kind of quiet when it comes to that stuff, but every now and then I've been doing more of that. So, all right. So we showed you two different butterflies. I think there's like 3 or 4 different butterflies in the show, and even some dragonflies. And I don't know if this would be, will I do this for the whole show? I doubt it, but I've been known to do more crazy things before. I am not going to wear a butterfly boutonniere, but who knows? Hey, a girl with great hair, long hair, real full hair, this would make a great clip in the hair. Okay, another piece that we're going to do is this pair of cats, the candle holders. Wow, great, 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 great pieces. People often ask, are those different bodies? And the answer is no, it's how they're posed. So I want to actually show you that first because Jong is kind of the master at that. I'm going to take this one here, and if we can see, he has, actually John, can you back up? I'm going to show you with me, and let's see, I got to go this way. And it's pushing the back, and then the belly goes forward, so I don't want to do that, I want to cover mine up. But on these, we like it that way. So he's actually just bending the back to push the belly forward to give the cat a little bit more. He's a fat cat, what can I say? I mean, he looks like a fat cat. He's got, I mean, all sorts of embellishments, great, great, great detail on colors and fabrics. And all of the cats are themed together fabric-wise and color-wise. We use a lot of different fabrics, but there are certain ones that kind of like a thread, common thread that goes through them. But you'll see, wow, just lots of great details. Different shades of pinks and rose, blues, turquoise, greens, peach colors. It's just the very warm colors going on. These come as a pair of candlesticks, which is really just pretty wonderful. These are mine from home. They're my LED candles, which I love. They just go on by themselves at night and go off 6 or 8 hours later. And I recharge. I use the rechargeable batteries. Recharge them about every 3 weeks or so, and that works out fine. So, great piece to have, though. These would be great on a mantle, on a sideboard, maybe a coffee table. Depends if you're serving, especially if you've got a big tray between them. That would be great. Spread them way apart. Put a big tray of cupcakes, sweets, who knows what, or salty. I'm a salty person too. So great pieces to show off something like that. Again, these are signed, and you're getting there. Right now we're showing it as a pair, priced as a pair. So some of the marketplace retailers may offer them individually. Something like this, if you do get it on the marketplace, you know, that Klarna feature allows 4 separate payments, which at least makes it a little bit easier to break it up a little bit. So, but these are signed pieces. They are, wow, over the top, stunning, and if you love cats, they're fun pieces to have. So, all right, let's look at, we're going to look at, actually, John, we're going to just go right up to these bird cages. And we're trying to do, you know, different looks. And, you know, I mentioned the fabric, the one fabric, this fabric, which is like a chinoiserie style fabric. I can just walk forward with it. There we go. Like a chinoiserie style fabric. And then these bird cages are pretty much that same style, a chinoiserie or an Asian influence style, with the hooks, how they curve up like that and come down and curl around. This is very Asian influence in the design of these. This is something that Zhong just drew out. He's really good with giving sketches to whoever we're going to have make some of this stuff. But great pieces to have. The butterflies are attached to them or landed on them. You know, how great is that? How they just kind of attach on there, or whether it's birds or whatever. Inside we put candles. You can put flowers. You can do lots of different stuff with the different cages, but they're fun. Here, we're showing them as a set of 3. Some of the marketplace retailers may have them individually, or they may only have them as a set of 3. So more often than not, for myself, I find that I need something else, something additional. I think some of you are smiling right now. I can see through the camera backwards. Yeah, me too. I need more than I realized. So if you can afford it, it's better to have a little bit more than to need it and not have it. So speaking of birds, we've got these metal birds. I don't know how these made it into this show, but they're cool. There's a pair of metal birds, and this one has decoupage with some butterflies on it. But this will go throughout the season. This can go in garden. This can go into decor. You could even work this into your Halloween decor later, because it's got some black in it, but it's not black in a scary or creepy way. It's got black in more of a classic way, so it kind of works. Okay, the reason I went to the Albertsons to get cupcakes and stuff was this piece right up here. You're going away from it, John, and you got to go as close as you can because we can't see it with the white against that white back. You know what? I will take it down. That's easier, because it is hard to photograph. This great piece, yeah, it looks much better against my brown and blue shirt. So I was looking for some cakes to go in here, and I got distracted by those other cupcakes, so I didn't get them. But what I wanted to show you was, I'm looking to see if I can go grab some cupcakes real quick, how you could put some different food things in here. And Brian's going to give them to me in a minute. And I'm going to walk for a second, and he's just going to put them in here. The other one also, please. No, there should be 2 over there, Brian. He took it. Okay, Zhong took it. Aha. Did he eat it? He did? He literally took it and ate it already. Okay, I told you we were going to eat it, because he went back downstairs because we're busy on stuff. So, but anyways, I wanted to put 3 or 4 of these, tuck them in here, would have been perfect. I actually am like, I cannot believe that dog, that he went and took that to eat it. So, and I'm getting it on my fingers right now, so I'm in trouble. But that was the whole concept with this, and is to show you other ways to use some of the pieces that we've shown, you know, multiple times. So this we've shown with Christmas ornaments in it, with spring flowers in it, with fairies in it. We've shown them lots of different ways. And so we wanted to show you, and I would have, but Zhong has already eaten I think it's the yellow one. Yes, the yellow cupcake he ate. I don't need the other one, Brian, I'm good. The yellow cupcake, so we can't put it in here. But I would put in here easily 1, 2, 3, 4 of these cupcakes in here. Would make for a great way to display the pieces. So now, once I hand this cupcake off to Brian, if the video goes away, that means Brian is eating the cupcake and has stopped working. Okay, I'm going to just set this right over here because I think we're going to be good with this. And can you tell we're having fun today? John was going to look guilty when I asked him, what happened to the cupcake? He's going to look really guilty, but I would do the same thing. Okay, we're going to go over, I have some really cool things to show you next. There's some very cool things. They're very special. They're kind of, I don't want to call them one of a kind, but they're very rare. Let's put it that way. First, Brian, did you ever put up the green butterfly? The green, this one here. There it is. I'm just going to come right into it. Should I stop moving, John? Or there it is. Wow. Okay, is that magnificent or what? Look at that detail. So there's the fabric, and then you see the jeweling that's going on down here. I mean, this is exquisite. This is probably my favorite color. I'm doing it backwards. My favorite color. That antennas are copper wires, so you can easily fluff them, shape them, whatever. And then they come with a clip. There's the clip. And we're good. So I wanted to show you those. I'm just going to tuck this one up here. In here. And then we get to go to, one last thing is dragonflies. I'm just going to come forward, John. Actually, John, you can come close first. As close as you can, and you're good. And then I'm going to come forward with dragonflies. See the other cupcakes? John hasn't seen those yet. Brian didn't get his fingers on them yet. I'm going to come closer. You can see these because I really love how the detail we can see how great these are. Let's see how we're going to do this. There is the camera. Okay, I'm going to angle. So these come as an assortment of two, and you're getting the pink and this blue combo. And then I'm going to flip it. John, you can leave the camera where it is, but I'm going to flip it this way now to see. This is like hard because I'm seeing it in reverse. So you guys are now seeing that I'm just not as smart as I would like to be. But, anyways, very, very cool. In a package of 12 of these, you're going to get 6 of the blue, 6 of the pink. If I pull back, does the pink show better? Well, the light, because of the strong light in here, doesn't give us as much of the color as we'd like. Anyways, these dragonflies are gorgeous also. So if you want to have some fun sit-arounds, butterflies, dragonflies, and speaking of sit-arounds, look how cool they are in this great piece, which we call a princess cake, which this is very Marie Antoinette. My goodness, this thing is like pushing 40 inches tall, 37, 38 inches tall. Great big piece. All of this is resin up here, and then a metal cage, so to speak, or the under part of her dress, and with all these different shears and laces and different trims going on. And then here we've put the real cupcakes, the other 4 that I bought last night over at Albertsons in Irvine. So really neat. I can't wait to have the cupcake. I want the orange and yellow one. It looks really good. So, you've got the sit-arounds of the butterflies and everything, and then this great piece. Another special thing that you could do with this is something that, Maria, you post a lot of great, beautiful pictures on Facebook and share them, which is so good because you do such a great job. This is something that Maria would probably do if she had something wonderful like this. This is a really unique piece, for sure. It's not cheap. It's big. It's a very grand piece. But Jong actually suggested in a woman's room, her bedroom, great place for perfumes and other details like that on the different levels. And of course we have food in here because we're always hungry around here. But that would be a great concept to do in woman's bedroom, would be to add, all your different perfumes and different bottles and all that kind of cool stuff. So 2 different layers or levels for that. But just as good, you could also then pick it up and put it in your dining room if you're having a get-together, having a get-together, and there's little treats, so to speak. We actually, in the showroom, have done that in the showroom and have put different cupcakes or different finger foods back when we were doing all that stuff. So we've used it that way. So I've given you 2 different great ways to do it. Use them. I wanted to show you a few things, this is one of 2, that are really rare pieces that are not seen that much, that are just pretty wonderful, to say the least. So we've got her. The other piece that we have is these urns here. These are, we call this a Grand Palace Urn, and it's about 29 or 30 inches tall. And this is just exquisite. So you've got, first of all, this is a really in color right now, the gray. You've got the gray, you've got gold, you've got all this pearling going on here. You've got lots, okay, so we're gonna look at the top since John has this at the top first. And I'm just gonna tilt this forward so you can see that it has quite a well inside to put a plant, to put flowers, to put artificial going on. And then all these flowers are all sculpted. So this is actually a resin sculpt, but there's really exquisite and great detail in all these flowers. And they're white, cream, hints of gold, silver, platinum. There's all sorts of detail going on here. And as we come down, you see those nice, clean lines, really nice. And then it's accented by this really beautiful diamond-like medallion that's on all 4 sides. What we see on one side, we're seeing on all 4 sides. There's no front or back to this. But there's just an exquisite amount of detail that goes on this. And this is, again, another unique, I can't say one of a kind, but it's a very rare piece. There's not too many of these that are out there. And it looks like something you'd see, you know, in the Louvre or in Versailles or somewhere really special. It's just a exquisite piece. I don't know what else to say. It's just over the top wonderful. So I would love to see in here a mound of flowers. Would be really pretty. You could do some vertical going up, different pieces with it. Very exquisite. We showed it as a pair in here, and we actually, on the other one, we took from the showroom, and we can walk over to that one. We actually took it from the showroom and we put foam in here. So this has actually been permanent, which means we're going to use this for display lots of different ways. Actually, no, it's not permanent. We were clever. We put aluminum foil in first, and you don't even notice it because of the golds and silvers going on here. So we can pull that out easily when we're done using it for artificial, if we want to use it for fresh or something. Whatever you do, I would line it. It should hold water anyways, but I would still line it just in case, to protect the piece as much as possible. But I love showing them as a pair. Are we able to see the pair of them, John? A pair of them at the mantle. There we go. I'll get out of the way. So look just wonderful. There is no mantle here. Excuse me. There's a table here right now. But I love showing them as a pair. Very classic and very, very formal when you show them as pairs. All right. Let's go to, we're almost there, actually. We just have a few more pieces, and this is it. I told you we're going to have a short show. Okay, so we're just going to show you some swans that are going on here. You're going to see the butterflies here, there, and everywhere. But just some different swans that we have. You've seen the resin one with the flower arrangement that we've done before. This is him without, we just added a pot of pothos to it, an artificial pot of pothos to it. You're going to see the butterflies tucked in and around. And then this one is resin, and then the other swans are foam and feather and jewel details. There's a lot going on them. They're hard to see the white. John, do you need me to take that down? Because it's very hard to see. Too much white. Oh, it comes in at the last second. Really gorgeous. Oh my God. Wow, perfect. This is what happens when you have a Hollywood cameraman. This is perfect, John. Thank you. He knows the angles of the light and all that other stuff. Really exquisite. Look at that graceful neckline on the swan, and then I'm not going to move it that much because I don't want to mix up the camera, but then we see the jeweling at the top of the head, and how pretty is all this pearling and with the feathers. I mean, this is just exquisite. And you got some butterflies going on in the background, but this is all styrofoam, this particular piece, and it's a good size. It's, you know, it's almost 20 inches tall. It's a really good size. This makes for a great centerpiece. This makes for a great to ride, for fairies or elves to ride on, for Santa to be standing next to. Really wonderful. So that is probably, of the 3 swans, that's probably my favorite because of the elegant movement, the line of that swan's neck, how beautiful that is, how graceful that is. And then the next one that comes down looks more like it's swimming in the Crystal Lake, I'll call that. I think Crystal Lake is in Illinois, if I'm correct. But we've got him on the white rotator. Wow, we took velvet and just redid our rotator. Steve does that. Steve Garcia redoes these rotators all the time. And so inspiring us, this is how we inspire each other. I see things that you guys do, you guys see things that we do, and we inspire each other. So, but the other swan going on here, really pretty, simple details. This is styrofoam also, so it's very lightweight, easy to pick up. And then the resin one, the last one, which we're now showing here, this is the one that has we showed the flower arrangement in previously. So the flower arrangement is permanent, but if you were to get well, no, it won't want to come out. I just tucked in this pot of pothos, which God knows how I got it in. All right, it's coming out. Just a little 5-inch pot of pothos. But it's just it's a fiberglass piece, so you can see it's inside there. There's a little bit of junk in there. But that's great to plant up, to put live plants in. I love live plants. So I like to put live plants in at home. You know, they create oxygen. If you use orchids, which I like to do orchids also. But here at home, I would put some different live plants in this. But for here, I'm going to show you this little pothos here with the butterfly. And I would add the butterflies at home to the live plants or the artificial plants because I can. And they look great. We like having the butterflies, little sit-arounds. You've got them here, you've got them here. You've got them in these bouquets of flowers here. So the flowers, most of the flowers are available on the marketplace also. Some of you I know have gotten some of them. But you've got the butterflies going on there. You see them. Look, John, can we look at the yellow poppies? How cool is that in the yellow poppies with that red, it's really pink, butterfly with the jewels going on. How pretty is that, how it just stands out. Are you able to get closer into there? Oh my God, getting down is hard. Yeah, how pretty is that? Color is just magnificent how in there. It just jumps beautifully. So we had lots of colors in these poppies, but I mentioned Bacchus House earlier. They are doing a special event. I think it's actually going to be a fundraiser of some sort, but I don't know enough about it, so I don't want to talk too much about it. But they're going to do a special event later this summer as it relates to the Wizard of Oz. I hope I'm allowed to say this and not get in trouble and have Eric calling me saying, you're giving away my secrets already. But they've got some special event planned, and they've taken a lot of poppies from us. They've gotten a lot of poppies from us. We still have the yellow ones, but the other colors, unless the stores have them, we're out of them in the red and the pink poppies. So, but the yellows are available, and I think maybe the whites are still available. So then you can find those on the marketplace. And I think I get to take home my Venetian goblets tonight, get those back home. We've had them here for a couple times. And we've kind of concluded. We're there. So don't forget Mother's Day. Honor our mothers, love our mothers. If we still have them, great. Like myself, if we don't have our mothers anymore, we surely still honor them. I think most of us that don't, we know to honor them. We do honor them all the time. But it's good to get that special recognition at the same time. So anyways, fun doing the shows again. We're cutting them a little bit short for this time of year. Great seeing you guys do all this stuff with us. I love seeing the stuff on Facebook. And we will see you next time. We'll put out a date real soon when we're going to do the next one, whether it'll be late May or into June. But guess what happened today? Halloween started coming into the warehouse. So go figure. So that's going to be coming soon. But that was why Renee's not up here today. He's helping both with some of the design work and helping organize the receipt of that. So all sorts of stuff always going on. So we're working on Spring 2023. We're getting in Halloween 2022, and we're showing you Spring 2022. So it's always stuff from all around. So anyways, lots of fun. Thank you. Check out the marketplace. Check out the local retailers. Support them whenever you can. They appreciate your business. I know that very much. So much thanks. See you soon.